I'm I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Where I was at was basically telling you not to release yourself into the spiritual world. I've had people that I've known take their lives either by accident, right, or on purpose. And where you exist, where your souls sit, it's not a place you want to live. It is your own personal hell. There's a movie, 13 Hours, which depicts soldiers enlightening themselves. It's very fascinating. History and people's energy, where you are creating your own heaven or hell. Maybe you live in between, where you live on both sides of the world. The balance between is me, because I live on both sides of the spiritual world and the living world, the light and dark. I see and I communicate with the dead. I can do many different things in my life, and it's scary, accurately profound to others, and other people see me as the giant threat. But if you harness the energy like an oracle to be giving you messages and hope from people that have passed on, messages that come through for you, isn't that like the most spiritual gift that you could ever get without even asking for it? That someone would reach out and know about your family member, and any kind of messages, so that you could heal the messages within yourself, and that you would know what messages you need to hear for your spiritual growth, may it be positive or negative. That's pretty awesome. And I have that ability, communicating with many people that have passed on, and even like not knowing anything about them, and closing my eyes and seeing that. I'm sure that I have people rooting for me, and there's people that are rooting against me through everything that they put me through. And time after time, beating all of the blockages that they put in your way. And in doing so, you've become the hunter, now hunting those that hunted you. And the tables have turned, haven't they? Messages that I'm supposed to be giving you, you have to take them as they are and how you hear them. I cannot change the way that you hear things. I can only become the in-between from ether worlds and the material world mixing together, to bring messages from the divine, to bring messages from the below and in between, releasing people from the suicide realms, being the judgment like Anubis. There are stuck individuals that have really good hearts that they ended their lives. There's stuck children and children that died of cancer. The hospitals. See if here's an idea for someone to go into funeral homes and hospitals and clear the dead energy in hospitals while people still are there. There are so many trapped souls in hospitals, and more each day when people die, and they revert back to when they were the happiest the most. What age we all remember ourselves to be at the happiest, without having bills and family and a whole bunch of other shit that we have to now deal with, right? As grown-up adults, right? But we have our certain energy that we stay young at, right? That was the message. So when I do channeling, the messages come in are actually from people that have passed on. They come up to my table and they speak to me through the process of allowing those energies to come through so that they can tell certain people that are listening stories and messages that either come through or don't come through. I don't necessarily need to use cards because it's the energies that come up and mention things. People that I used to know. You know, we have Stephen Campbell. I have Mike Krause on my team and Stephen Campbell. You know, and these fellas have now died. They've passed on. The people that, you know, are evil in spirit and the past of the people. Evil meaning a negative way of energy. The way that you walk on this earth has profound energy, like when you throw a stone into a pond and you see the ripple effects. It's exactly like that. The layers of an onion, like Shrek said, right? Things are a little bit complicated, right? Layer by layer. And sometimes not. But the way that you walk on this earth, the way that you are, you know, do you like seeing people suffer? Do you like, you know, you get off on that? It's like, well, then you need to reevaluate your life on what happened to you when you were a child so you can fucking heal. So that you're not ruining good people with your bad shit energy because people in your family have done you wrong. You don't get to go around ruining other good people because you were done wrong by other people that you trusted. So don't be taking out your fucking bullshit on innocent fucking people and then trying to blame them for your misfortunes. That's not cool at all. That was a message for someone. I'm gonna take a sip of aqua. My son's being really good. You know, he's playing his computer games. Such a smart lad. Such a smart lad. Anyways, let's get some cards. This is collective energy. Collective. You know what? I don't want to take these actually because I didn't fully ask the question, and therefore, if they come out again, then it was meant to be. But the question kind of has to be asked first and fully. You know? It's like asking your pendulum if, it can't be swinging, right? Before you ask that question. And that's the same thing with the cards. So if you're listening to other readers or other people, just know that they have to ask the question first before they get the answer. The deck has to go all the way through. There's a message there for someone. You're wanting to know about other readers and how they get their answers. So with that, you should be looking for someone that's going to be asking the question out loud. Because how do you know their intention, right? If the person is saying their words out loud and they're asking the question, the cards should be coming out afterwards, after they ask the question, okay? So that's what you have to be looking out for. That's how you know you have someone that knows what they're doing. Otherwise, how do you know some of these people's intentions as readers if they don't verbalize the question, right? That they're intuitively getting, right? So just know that. I know that you've got that on your mind, right? That's how you can tell the difference between certain readers. And then you'll be drawn to certain readers. That was a message. So what is the energy for the collective? What is the energy for the collective? Attack. Outside, inside people. Use your intuition. Stay away. So it's kind of self-explanatory. But if you are not as aware, which that's okay, we are all at our own certain times and time frames. So sometimes we're on our south node or north node or in between or whatever, right? Don't get caught up on that either, because there can be a lot of confusion with messages that come through from certain people. So when I say attack the outside, inside people, could be the people in your community. Who do you go to church with? Can you trust these people? Do you not really trust them? Right? The inside people could be your family, your friends, people that are super close to you. And if you don't have someone super close to you, your relatives. Who keeps an eye on the spy, on the wall, in the whatever, trying to listen to your conversations, trying to figure out what you're doing, right? Getting too close and too personal, right? Starting to telling you what to do, right? Making a list and checking it twice. And then marking down all the things that you've done bad in your life, right? That's what it means. Use your intuition, the things that are in your life. How does it feel? It's how things feel in your body. Most people just kind of stuff those energy vibes away. No. You listen to your energy vibes. What does your gut feeling tell you? And then it travels up to your brain and into your eyes, and you're like, that's not the person that I thought she was. Ugh. It's just like most people. I remember doing the Atlantic Film Festival and we were doing tearing up and tearing down, doing like events, and that was super fun. And I had bent over, and my tank top kind of flew up a little bit. And that was, I don't know, I was young. I think I was maybe 20, something like that. And people were like, oh my God, I didn't know that you had a tattoo. And I'm like, well, you don't know me and I don't know you. And why would you assume that you fucking know me just by the way? Well, you don't look like the type of person that would get a tattoo. And I'm like, well, then I guess you misread me. Because you don't know anything about me. Because no one gets to know me. No one dares to sit down at my table to get to know me because they're fucking scared. So, I'm sure that you have the same ability to read people and feel that energy, right? Each and individual person has that ability to do so. So, you know what? Start working on it. Because this is what it means. There's an attack, right? It could be mentally, spiritually, like 3D, like people trying to make you paranoid and, try to get you to react in some way, that you're having the feeling that, someone's walking around outside of your house trying to make you, paranoid, freak you out so that they can, take note that you're freaking out about energy, right? People notice this stuff, and you can too. You're capable of it. You just have to empower yourself, right? But you have to start using your intuition. And that's what most police officers tend to forget, right? Secret agent men, not using your intuition. Intuition saves your life, right? You hire the wrong ones that are just like trigger happy and egotistical individuals. I don't want to say mean, nasty words, but and then they don't use their intuition about people. Why don't you get the ones that are intuitive, like seeing things outside of the box? Even antagonizing people or job sites to get information, right? I'm sure someone would love to fucking just sit down. It's like, tell me about your life. I fucking want to know about it. This sounds so fucking fascinating and interesting that you've been to a lot of places. You've seen a lot of places. A lot of shit has happened to you. Sounds like it. And I fucking want to know your story. You sound like a book. Which, reminds me, I have to get back at writing my books, man. Yeah, I have one talking about the suicide realms and people that I've helped not die, not ending their life, saving their life, right? Saving my own. But you should stay away from bad energy, the real evaluation about your life, right? And it's okay that you don't sometimes know how to read the cards from people and their energy. You just gotta find the right ones, I'm not gonna be right for everyone, and everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck am I listening to? I was like, she swears, but she's really nice. Home. Right? So you have inside people in your home wanting to do an attack, right? Is that for me? Is that for you? Is that for anyone? Because it's a collective energy and a collective message from many different people. Home could be just the house you're living in, right? Even if home, you don't have a home. You're like a gypsy. Everywhere is home, right? Perhaps it could mean that there's the home of the country you reside in. There's going to be an attack. You know, I remember, maybe I shouldn't say that, never mind. I could probably get in a lot of trouble. So I don't want to get in trouble. Not with any oil field, whatever. But where I can say, in my opinion, the information trusted to be kept safe, which I will have that respect because I've learned so much from the oil field. Oh, so much from absolutely fascinating people that did open up, and then other people that weren't, but they talked with their bodies, so I learned anyways. It's interesting when people think that they are keeping quiet when their eyes and their body language gives it away. But anyways, it could be like people's homes. Anyways, the attack in a home, maybe the attack, stay away, right? You have to take home as it resonates to you. Maybe resonates or resignates. Oh, have I been saying it wrong? Oh well, you get the picture. No one is perfect. Really, no one is. What else? What other messages would like to come forward? We have water signs. Whatever water signs are, a fluid, right? Is it rolling or still? What is the ocean doing tonight? What kind of moon is outside, right? I don't know. It's foggy, so it's like overcast, and so you can't see the stars, which is too bad. The stars are amazing. Something else when you can look at the stars. Beautiful. Anyways, what is the ocean doing? Like, if you look at the ocean, is it rolling? Are there white caps? Or is it just like nice, calm energy? How is the moon? Is the moon affecting the energy, the pull of the earth? Right? Maybe there's sirens, water signs. Right? Use your intuition. Know what's going on. Right? Are you walking through that seaweed? You're gonna get bitten by a crab that's just like, ooh, look, a juicy toe. That happened to me. I lived in Seabright, Nova Scotia. And there was like cute little beaches all around. And there was like white sandy beaches. Like you couldn't go on someone's wharf. You had to ask permission, and most people say no. Just horrible. Unless you were older. And then there was like a little breakwater. If you got to the big rock, you could jump off. and get past all the seaweed. And if you didn't, there was it was a beautiful little beach, just like white sandy beach, and then there was like seaweed, and there's a little tiny path to get around the big rock, but there was so much seaweed, and for me, I'm like, I can't deal with seaweed. But anyways, I try to go through the seaweed, and I'm standing there going, oh my god, I can't do this. Because it's like, it's up to your neck, and then you can't really see down until you get to, and then past the point, and you get to Sandy Beach, and it's then the water goes down for some reason, which is really cool and amazing, because it was like the crystal blue waters that you would see off the coast of Italy, right, or Egypt, something like crystal blue, just really nice water. And I could never really get there, so I was so afraid of fucking seaweed. And then, I remember standing there, and I got bitten on the toe by a crab. And I was super young. I must have been like 10 or 11, and I screamed and I ran out of the water, and I'm like, the crab's hanging off my toe, and it's, oh god, jeez, yeah, just not good. And then I'm like, blasted seaweed, right? I can't see through the weeds. Duh. But I did get eventually to the sandy beaches, sandy area, where it was just like super warm, like a bathtub water. And then it was like a weird little pocket. It was cool though. Yep. But then, you'd always wonder, like, you would never go in the water when it's rocky or you've got white caps. It's windy, it's cold. Ugh, no thanks. Right? You'd go to the beach when the water's calm. It makes you feel good, I know that, like, if you go to Tofino and, you go there during the winter season, and it is just, like, rocking there. It's just, like, it's an amazing beach to go to. You, like, literally, if you want to renew your energy, is to go to Tofino Beach and stand there while the waves crash in, and it literally feels like your old body is pushed through your back, and then it's like right in, and you feel refreshed, you feel renewed. And you know what? I think everyone should make it out to Tofino at least once in their life, because that is such an amazing place. And then you see all the gold and the minerals run down from the tree line all the way down the beach, right? That little island has so much resources. I know that they're trying to keep it really preserved and all that kind of stuff, but I can see one day it will be eventually mined, because there's so many rich pockets on that island of minerals. And that's like up near Port Hardy. So, like, how they're struggling up there? Investors, I know that you're listening. This is a message. Someone has to go in. Either may it be Newcrest, the Australian company, might be sold to Warren Buffett? No, I thought it was Elon Musk. There's messages coming in, okay? Bear with me. So, Port Hardy on Vancouver Island is a struggling little town, and they rely heavily on the fishing and the forestry. There is on, is it the west side? The west side of the island. Someone needs to go in there and test the ground. There's a pocket from a small mining company to go in there to investigate, even though even Haida Gwaii is an abundant and rich all entity on itself. It's a living capsule. You have there's an area on Vancouver Island, Port Hardy, but then you've got, I don't know, it's like the national park, whatever it is up there. There has to be an investigation on a mining site. Yeah, I know that they're not, well, they are, because there's so many mines up in northern BC. They're not a stranger to it, but they don't know that it exists there. So there is a rich vein on Vancouver Island. That's why there's so many spiritual individuals there. Along, the energy is different there, especially on that west side near like Jordan River. Yeah, message. Okay, sorry. Water signs. So whatever water signs come through, to you, to your energy, may they be doing an attack on you in your home, spell casting. Be aware of that. So put up your protection, sage, Palo Santo, cleanse your rocks, and drink water to constantly flush out your energy, so that there's no attachments, right? These things that you're craving, like eating chips and drinking sugary stuff and going and getting ice cream and cake, things that are like attaching themselves to you again from a certain person or individual, they're doing spell casting on you. So protection is needed at this time. Message. Okay, so is there anything else that you would like to... This person is a traitor to you. There's no more to say. They're like, that is a traitor to you. So if you're not entirely sure and you have to think about it, please write it down. Please write the people down in your life. What are they doing? Who are they to you? What have they helped you with? Start doing a list to help you out. This is going to help you figure out in your life what this energy is doing to you. And then you know who isn't a traitor and who is, who you can trust and who you can't, and how that person moves towards you. Okay. Message. Any more messages for this attack water sign traitor energy? I'll let it go. I'll let it go. I think that's it for them. Yeah. So keep to your own lane. These are final messages. Keep to your own lane. Just know what they are plotting and planning to do. I know that you're a good fucking person. You do the best that you can do without creating too many waves, right? You like to move stealthily and quiet, and you're paying attention, which is great, because why not, right? Just do your homework on people before you spiritually attack them or mentally and emotionally attack people. Even when you do find the individual or individuals, many maybe, I don't know. Right? It says outside, inside people, right? Maybe you've got many. Maybe you got one, right? But they're still inside, outside, right? How big is your family? Are people happy for you? Do they clap for you? Or do they, tear you down? Messages. So basically, keep your own lane. Mind your own business. Don't go out looking for trouble. Heal yourself, right? Take the moment to pause and look at birds in the tree, right? Stop and smell the roses. Even the dead ones, they still have life, they're just hibernating, right? Right? But don't do anything rash. It's like there's no need for it, right? Figure out your own shit and be aware and stay away from people that want to cause drama and bullshit in your life, because you don't need that. Fuck, no one does. It's like, come on, right? Heal your fucking self and move on. I have. It's like, so now you heal yourself, you keep your own lane, you don't start drama, you don't start bullshit, even though they try to stir up shit to try to get you to react, you don't. And then you grow. And then they don't get a rise out of you because they want to get a rise out of you. They've been doing it ever since they knew you. Manipulation at the finest, right? And that's with anyone and everyone. Who truly gets you? You usually only have like one person that you can like truly trust. If you look at like the Tate brothers, right? They're brothers, right? They can only trust each other until other people prove to them that those people around those people can be trusted, right? You look at all the great leaders, they're usually by themselves, right? Or that they have individuals that they trust to be around them that won't throw them under the bus, right? Unless one was bought and, they were corrupt anyways. So, anyways, keep to your own lane, man. Don't start shit. Heal yourself. Find peace within yourself and move on. The people that have done you wrong in the past, that's that you have to look forward to heal yourself. No one else can do that for you, right? You have to do it for yourself. And that's that. If there's nothing else to like wonder. Heal yourself. Heal yourself so that the person that's going to come towards you, may it be a male or female message, take it as it resonates. So if you're a man going, where's my wife, whatever, where I want my future wife, right? And then, oh, where's my husband? Oh, that type of energy that you're looking for, that perfect individual that can match your energy, match who you are. Like, you are that opposite, right? But the same at the same time, right? Your mirror reflection, right? You want to find that person, right? Yeah, you do. Because life will be a lot fucking easier. But anyways, message. Keep your own lane. Heal yourself. Stay away from people that want to attack you and cause drama to the mama. outside traders that are just willing to fucking, use your intuition about that, especially when the weather is starting to get a little warmer now, and then people will be out moving around, right? Just use your smarts. Don't be going to places you shouldn't be going. Message. Keep your own lane, right? Don't be stupid. Because that person's for the streets, yo. Right? Person, itchy nose. This person's a traitor. May it be mother, father, brother, sister, aunts, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers, who knows? Descendants within your family and even people that you are around. So sometimes you have to blindly trust people that you normally wouldn't be around. Like if you're normally not a church goer, and then all of a sudden you started going and getting comfortable with these people, and people really see the shine on you. And they want to know more about you. Right? And then you're going to them for help. Right? You keep to your own lane. You keep your business kind of hush-hush so that other people, these traders, don't know what you're doing. And they shouldn't be knowing what you're doing. You're living your life peacefully. And you choose peace instead of creating the drama. I don't know why people want drama in their life. Fuck. I do not. No, thank you. If you're here to create this, I don't know why. It's like you need to heal your inner wounds, your child wounds, the people that fucking hurt you when you were young, instead of holding it onto another person that has never fucking hurt you because they don't know you. You can't bring that extra energy onto the new person. You're not going to heal that way if that's the way that you want to move and operate. Message. This person is for the streets. So you have to just stay away. Right? I'm going to ask a question here, just for what is like your energy? What is your outcome? What is the collective's outcome? What is the collective energy's outcome? It's the energies. You have the deceit from this trader. So if you continue with the person that you have in your life, they're just gonna take your money, control you. Here, have a better look, the look of deviousness in his eyes, while he holds your money in the shadows, and he's all dressed and cloaked in a heavy red robe, going, yes, I pull the strings here. So this trader, whoever he or she is in their devious energy, make sure that you're paying attention to your surroundings. It just clarifies the energy that you have an attack on you. But there's hope. As you have the temple path. So whatever you're thinking of, whatever you're doing, may it be a new channel. Sorry. May it be a new channel. And you're trying things out. And you feel that this is the right path for you. That you give out certain messages. That you hear for others to know. Right? So you're on your right path of whatever you're choosing to do. And then you have the thinking woman. So it's possibly a woman, or it could be a man in his feminine energy. So I feel whatever energy is that. I see both energies because it's never just one, right? You're keeping to your own lane, studying, perhaps going back to school, going to school or in school, or you're doing your own training from the things of you going online, looking at things, right? And learning this way. There's that possibility as well. Like, are you watching documentaries at home, listening to David Attenborough while you're like, I am so fascinated. He is just teaching me all these things. Amazing. Right? Or are you doing your own looking up on information on the World Wide Web about information that you're learning about, like doing self-education at home without having, a paper or a doctor's degree stating that you went to a certain school, paid all this money for a piece of paper saying, yes, you've studied this, right? So tell me, like, how do you document someone that's a medium or a psychic? How do you measure the person's ability? You don't. And you can't. They can actually just document it by what they can actually see and write. They write it out. They write their stories out of who they talk to, what energies that they feel, what things that they know, what things that they hear, what things that they see or touch and they feel by being there. Time traveling, talking to dead people. These are the things that you could be, how do you put that on a piece of paper? If I went to school for that, how do you document that? You can't. It's only the Master Ascendant that's basically telling you, I've lived this. You cannot tell me that I haven't done it, or can't see it, or hear it, or feel it, or anything. Who are you to tell me that I cannot? And do, what with my abilities? It's not possible of telling me what I can and cannot do. But self-education, there's a message. Thinking woman. She's self-educating. She's going to the library. She's stocking up on information and knowledge for her well-being, or maybe her ascending. You're always seen more intelligent, and not necessarily putting down people that are not smart. And intelligence doesn't necessarily mean that you have like an IQ of like 2,000, right? Come on, right? Everyone is smart in their own way. The way that they think and solve problems are totally unique to the individual. So the intelligence is totally different than saying that, oh, well, you don't have an IQ of this number, you're not smart. I'm like, all the while you got an engineer that went to school for 10 years and can't ask me and can't tell me an answer to my question of a place that they work 10 years to get into. Come on now, right? My smarts may be different in the way that I see things intelligently wise than someone else that went to school and can't give me an answer to an amazing question. Because they have no answer because they haven't even thought of doing that. Right? Measuring the energy. They've never even thought about measuring the energy in a milling process plant. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Anyways, message. Thinking woman, self-education. It could be a man. Just roles reversed, whatever. Do what you need to do, yo. No one's judging you. Because no one else is hearing this message except for you. So, take it as it resonates, yo. You're good, I'm good, we're all good, right? Butterflies, gold, purple, green, abundant thinking. Beautiful, right? Like, use your own knowledge and your intuition for messages that you get, the downloads while you sleep, the people that you interact with. That's intelligence right there. Knowing that you're safe and using your intuition, that's intelligence. That's more intelligence than the people nowadays. But yeah, right? Any closing out energies for this message? Closing out energies. There you go. Thank you. You got willpower, right? It is within you to make the change for your own reality, right? You have the ability to not interact with shit, fucking attacks and that drama in your home, the place that you're living at, or anything like that. You got water signs around you, whatever the flow of the energy around you too. Know that it's not necessarily just focusing on the water signs that are around you, but it's the energy, right? Think of the energy around you when you walk outside. Think of imagine the energy when you hold on, I'm getting a message. When you go out walking, of course you can't see the air that you breathe, correct? So imagine the air that you do breathe when you're outside. Think of it in a flowing water energy. What is the water or the flow of, the mists in the northern Japanese mountains? Where you've got the fog bank on the mountains doing the dance of rolling back and forth like a second ocean. That, right? That's around you too, throughout wherever you walked too. And it changes and it shifts with people's energies. So imagine, if there's water signs in your energy. It could be any one, so don't focus on it, but focus on what the water energy is doing around you. Are you taking showers often? Are they warm first and then they're cold so that you can close off the energy once you step out, and it charges up your body, right? Or, is it just a super hot shower where then you leave your body open to energies once you leave there, and it's like from a hot room to a cold room, it's a shock, and then whatever energy is there, right? But if you're already shocked before you leave the shower, your body is already self-protecting itself through any kind of spiritual attacks when you have a shower. The person that is this water sign attacking bullshit is in your community or family members. They're for the streets, not for you to entertain. So keep to your own lane, because that's gonna be your best protection. And using your intuition and staying away. Nothing more than that. This person's deceitful as fuck. They'll take your money and run, befriend you, leave you high and dry, and then have their hand out once you make it big. Remember, the people that are around you when you're fucking struggling, and you reach out to these people, you reach out to people, and you're asking for help, and they don't fucking help you. You told them, this is what's happening in your life, and they just turn their backs on you, yet they still want to be your friend. Fuck you. Block those people and move on. Like, seriously. Jesus, the nerve of those people. When you've told them that, this is what's happening in your life and you're so fucking stressed, and then they still, I'll help you, but I want to see some nudes. I'm like, you can go fuck yourself. I'm not about that. Excuse me. I was like, you're not gonna help me, but you'll only help me if I give you something back in return. I'm like, how about you just help me get out of this situation, and I will create something that will help you. I'm creating mine, whatever. And that's the same thing with everyone out there, right? Message. This person is for the streets. They're asking you, stay in your own lane. Pull yourself. And as much as this gossiping drama is so entertaining for you, that you kind of feed on it as well, your ego does, because it really wants to know what's going on. But you can't go into that energy. They're asking you to move away, like have that willpower to move away. I get touched on the head all the time. So my hands will be up scratching my head. These are messages from my guardians and the angels that I believe in. Same with the daemons and the demons. I believe in them, and they communicate with energies that come in, messages for people. So you'll have to just bear with me, because it is what it is. Like usually when I do Reiki on people, I started actually with horses, because horses were a lot more accepting. They didn't put up a wall. They really accepted the energy, and they took the energy. The problem with humans, and I remember my teachers down in De Winton, Alberta, and they're like, you really need to help humans. Humans really need your help. I was like, the way that you read people and heal people is amazing. And I'm thinking, okay, for sure, like, right? This is a story, so listen. And I didn't really want to do humans, because humans are so closed off, and they're deceitful, and they use you to get something, right? Your energy. They even steal your energy and see if they can take something from you, attack you in some sort of way, so that they can take your gifts, right? because you're that willing person, on willing to give their energy, because you see in them that they need to be healed, right? So just to let you know that, like, when I do Reiki, usually it costs money. Usually it's about $80 for an hour. So, and that's reasonable. They get good energy. And then they get messages from people that have passed on. Yeah. And then the tarot, I can't really say how much this would be, because it's like priceless information that you'd be getting from the divine and the gods. Message. So your willpower is to be staying away from this attack and keep to your own lane. Be aware of your surroundings. Know what the ocean is doing, right? Knowing your water signs, whatever. And knowing that this person could be a traitor in your home. You could live with them, right? They could want to attack you, poison you, try to unalive you, because you're doing something that irritates them, that they can't make money off of, right? They're planning and plotting to do something to, right? You could feel the energy. It shifts. So just be aware of your surroundings. Water signs. Watch what the ocean is doing around you. The energy, feel it, know it. That's your intuition. The way people move, the way people walk. This is also the way their body language shows you. You have to be aware. Little cues that give off. Doing like recon, basically, on someone's energy. Doing energy checks. This is what it's all about. So you have a traitor in your midst. Keep your guard up. Burn some sage. If you don't have sage, you can get bay leaves. And with the bay leaves, just burn it. And you can burn a couple of them. Or you can actually get the charcoal discs. Get the charcoal discs and light it, but be really careful because you can get burned and it hurts. And then you can, as that charcoal disc is burning, you can put a bay leaf or rosemary or sage or something else on it, so that burns it slowly, and that you can cleanse your house with that as well. There's nothing wrong with that. But bay leaves, absolutely, you can do that too. But keep your own lane, keep your business to yours, and don't be gossiping to other people that you don't trust, because there's a traitor among your midst. Right? So know this. Protect yourself. I don't want anything to happen to good people. Bad people, maybe you have it coming towards you because you're fucking deceitful and you're always attacking people, innocent fucking people that they don't even know you, and you treat people like shit. You got what? You got gifts so that, you can't know this about me. I don't want my laundry aired. And I'm like, I'm not airing a laundry. I'm airing out an experience that personally happened to me. Right? And other people. And all the ghosts that died. And all the people that have died. Their messages have to come out too, It's not all about a collective reading of people that are alive. It's also messages from people that have died that have to come through and talk to you through me. I am a channeler. I channel messages. That's who I am. I hear messages from the dead and they come through. And reading these cards, people try to stay in a flow of a story. And that's kind of not how it's supposed to happen, because each energy that has died wants to come through and talk to people that have the messages. So when you're reading cards, not everything will ever make sense to everyone, because messages are for how they come through. This energy here will receive their own karma, own due karma in due time. They're asking you to focus on educating yourself and knowledge and healing yourself as well. Because when you're taking the time to be self-educating yourself, reading, learning different things, either going to school, these deceitful people fall away. And then you attract the person that you want to attract in your life, or an abundant type of energy that shifts your reality from where it was, right? Focusing on an attack and deceitful people, to more of a positive reinforcement that when you keep your own lane and you clean yourself up and you take away the habits, that a good comes to you. You know, you're vibrating, and your vibration in water. Think of the stone in the water analogy, where you throw a pebble into water and the ripple effects. What type of ripples are those? Usually calm, and there's many of them, right? What's the water doing? Right? It's message. I think this is great. So the overall energy is be mindful of your surroundings. Mind your own business. Don't interact with people that are creating the drama. Even things that they know about you personally. Think of it as water off a duck's back. That even though they are going to be doing try to get your reaction, the best thing for you to do is not react and mind your own business. Don't look at the Facebook posts, don't look at the energy, don't look at stupid things. Unfriend them, delete them if you have to, block them if you have to. This is for your well-being. If you need to have this communication because you're sharing a child or whatever with family, like not family, here in Alberta, that's a little, that's weird. But anyways, message. You're just gonna have to keep to yourself. There's no point in continuing entertaining the wrong energy. Pull away and unplug from the wrong type of energy, and good things come to you. So it will. You do have energy though in your home as a trader, water sign, the ocean signs. What is the ocean doing? Is it rolling? Is it white capping? Is it thrashing? Is the undertow super strong that feels like there's a rope around your leg and they pull you down? I've been in that. I've been in an undertow. Seen people die on Peggy's Cove rocks. Nothing that you can do about it because you're not jumping in after them. Definitely not. How many deaths have to happen at Peggy's Cove? You know, people going on the black rocks and they don't realize that when you slip in, they good luck getting out. It's like the pitcher plant, you know, for a fly, where you keep on slipping and you can't get out. There's nothing to grab onto. And the undertow will take you out and slam you against the rocks. Like your body will be fucking crushed. And then you're drowning at the same time. Stephen Campbell died that way. He was such a funny guy. He was so hilarious. He knew that he was going to die at a young age. And he always joked at Peggy's Cove and mooning people and just being like a class clown. You know, happiness. He was happiness. And that's how he died. He slipped on the rocks at Peggy's Cove with his girlfriend, Kate, watching. I wasn't there. I was doing my own thing. So when Stephen died and his energy reached out to me, I know exactly the fear of his body, his energy, his panic, wishing that he didn't fool around. Like the energy of knowing what happened to his body. The energy of Kate in horrifying energy screaming for Stephen, and there's nothing that she can do. If you look up at Peggy's Cove lighthouse, people's deaths there, you know, they talk about Peggy of the Sea, where there's so many shipwrecks, and I'm like, no, not necessarily. It's more mainly like the sirens, the undertow. The undertow, oh my God. Like you go down and smashing on the rocks. And I was a travel counselor at Peggy's Cove Tourism for Tourism Nova Scotia. So I know what I'm talking about as well, right? Born and fucking raised there, right? So I know what the ocean does, the water signs. I know the energy, right? And that's how you're supposed to see it as well. You're supposed to see these signs, like the fire signs or the ocean signs, the water signs, the earth signs, the air signs, as the elements. That's how you're supposed to feel the other elements that aren't you. And even if you're all of the waters, all of the signs together, fire, earth, air, and water, if you're all of them, then you are a fifth element. Each and every person is a fifth element to their environment. You are the creator, you are the God, you are the corporal, you are whoever in charge of your own life and your own destiny. So how you walk on this earth matters. And the people that you have around in your life also fucking matter. Because there's someone against you. Right? Totally. So you know that you have to keep doing your own thing in a more positive light on which you have been doing. Like you're on your path, but be aware of the deceitful people. But have the knowing to keep your ass on your side. Don't keep your own lane. Mind your fucking business. Don't go looking for trouble. You got this. Even though that, you know, sitting down and reading a book isn't really entertaining, it's going to take some practice to actually sit still, because I know that you've been wanting to go. Now is time to kind of hunker down. Just just a little bit, because you got to do a little bit of library searching for yourself, and it's good for your well-being. You become a different person that you're balancing, right? Well-being. She's balancing the world and the moon. It's like your well-being of yourself. You're eating right. You're doing what you can. If you can't go outside and walking because it's so cold outside, do some exercises inside your home. Stretch, touch your toes, right? Swing your arms, touch your toes, do some exercise, some stretching, 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's it. That's all you need. And if you want to do more, then you do more. So there's no excuse, right? Message. I'm going to cut it out here. I think we're good. I think you know what you're supposed to do. Stay away from these people. Mind your own business. Educate yourself. Become who you're supposed to be and stay on the right path. Use your intuition. We all got it. Okay, peace, light, and love. Have a good evening. Bye.